Hello, my name is Stu, and I work with an idiot. Now, there's two people here with me, and who the idiot is up to you. I'd like to introduce first Aaron.
Holla, holla, holla.
And Harry.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Alright, mate, how are you?
I'm not too bad. Good Christmas?
Well, not a bad Christmas, actually. Family over, job done. Bit of a busy week, shall we say, but yeah, all sorted now.
What about you, Aaron?
That was pretty standard. Pretty boring, to be honest.
And yourself, Harry? Anything special?
Not really. Not really. Just the old family, you know. It's more of a chore nowadays, but get it over and done with. A few days off work. Not bad.
I mean, some people may know, but I think some of us had a little bit longer off of work over Christmas.
Yeah, some people had a month off.
Did they? Who was that?
Well, I'm not saying names, but a certain one that's never really in work. If there's any time going off, I don't know how he manages it, but he's always off. I don't know how he does it, but I won't say names.
Fair enough.
I don't sound bitter, do I?
Can you send us a message on Pigeon? Not Pigeon, on Skype?
Oh, I think we're all there. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, after all the pleasantries, let's move on to tonight's topic: dating, the dating scene. When was your last date, Harry?
My last date?
Yep. Lunchtime with the mystery girl, was it? Or?
No.
Oh yes, the mystery girl. Don't think we didn't see you, dirty slag.
Right, we'll move away from that. Well, I've been single a year. It was about a year this time, actually, just after Christmas. I was there with her. And then I haven't really been on a date this year. So before that, probably when I started to date her. So when dating goes into a relationship, probably you're looking at about 15 months ago now. So quite a
So what was your last date? Where did you go? Where did you take her?
What, before we were a couple?
Well, I mean, you know, going out for a night out is still kind of a date, I suppose. So even if you're in a relationship, I'd say you're probably still dating.
Probably ice skating then, really. Went ice skating in Coventry.
No wonder it didn't last. You took it to Coventry.
Oh, that's right. It's not too bad, Coventry. Lived up that way because she moved, and then that's probably why it ended, really, because she was so far away. But yeah, so I went ice skating. I was alright, apart from she did annoy me that night. That's probably, and I think let it show. She wasn't very good, and I was trying my best to keep her up.
Hey.
She would fall over. Sometimes I couldn't stop. I'd go. As soon as people would come over to help out, there's like skaters to help out, she'd come over, she'd say, "Oh, you pushed me on the floor." Now, the first time you can laugh it off and stuff like that, it's quite funny, but she kept saying it, and then they started to turn nasty on me, because they thought I was pushing her to the floor, and then they started to have a go at me. I was in shock. She was there pissing herself on the floor, laughing, which they couldn't see because her back was there, the ice rink.
That's brilliant.
Just say I didn't speak to her much on the way home because I was embarrassed because everyone was looking at me and just like, you know, and disapproval looks like kind of like that. So yeah, so that's probably, and so we didn't really speak on the way home. I wasn't very happy with it. You don't do that, do you? You know, once is a laugh, but so yeah, so that's probably why it didn't end. But yeah, so. My last date was a bit rubbish, to be honest.
Wow, and so that was about 15 months ago, you say?
Well, that was, yeah, it's probably about 15 months ago, yeah.
Aaron, what about you?
Ooh, I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago, probably.
What was his name?
Too
easy.
Yeah, we kind of went to the cinema, kind of got something to eat. Had a little chat. Seems to go alright.
Call her again?
I still see her quite regularly. I'm not sure anything would ever come of it, to be honest.
So it wasn't a date, it was just friends.
No, it was kind of a date. She called it a date. It's a date.
Right.
Did you get friend zoned?
No, but it just never sort of went on from there. We have kind of been friends for quite a long time, but who knows? Maybe one day she'll come to her senses, realise what she's got.
Yeah, I mean, you're an international rock star.
True.
Part-time, obviously.
Yeah. I'm also handsome, witty, charming,
And
funny.
modest.
And modest.
Yeah.
A right to catch, you could say.
Yeah, it's a big shock why you're speaking, Aaron.
It is, you tell me. I mean, don't they know who I am?
Oh,
So did you tell her your feelings, Aaron? Or did you just keep them inside?
I think she's aware that I was quite keen, but I wasn't keen enough to really push it,
You're not one of those dating site stalkers, though, are you, Aaron? You're not gonna, just message someone out of the blue, just say, "Do you want to come over to my house for a blowy?"
I don't envisage that in my near future.
No. Okay.
No. That's not to say that if it gets to, I don't know, maybe 2-3 years, that suddenly the walls might cave in and I'm fucking a bit nuts.
So, I mean, dating sites, what do you guys think of those? Are they, a decent thing, or do they promote anti-socialism?
I tried it for about a week, and then I realised it was really quite shallow.
So, Women calling you ugly, or what? I mean, what's...
No, it's the whole, you go through it and you're looking at people, and if they're, it's like a thumbnail picture, and if that doesn't interest you, you kind of move on, next. And that's not a way to do it, is it?
Okay, so isn't that kind of like speed dating, in a sense that you get, a second of, meeting them at best, and then you go, yeah, I didn't like them.
I've never done speed dating, but at least you get to talk to somebody and meet them there, then.
True.
Whereas, rather than just looking at literally like a thumbnail picture and going, not for me, next. That could be the girl of your dreams. That might just be a bad photo, in your opinion. Who knows? Just not for me.
Yeah, but who's going to put a bad photo on a dating site?
I'm not saying it's a bad photo, just saying it might not be one that you find that attractive.
To be honest, Harry, looking at your dating profile, this is a shite picture.
It is pretty vile.
Here we go. See, I haven't said a word because I know what you're trying to push, and I might as well come out with it. Someone went behind my back and made me a dating profile. Right? I won't say his name. He knows who he is. You probably won't listen to this anyway, but he knows who he is. I didn't at any point go, yeah, go for it. All I found out about it was on Monday morning he came in. As a joke, he went, I'll put you on a dating site. I went, yeah, alright, mate. Then he started to go through what he'd done on this dating site, where he'd nicked my photos off of Facebook and plastered it all over this dating site. And then, to be honest, I felt like I was being told about identity fraud. It was... I was meeting the guy who's nicked my identity.
Wait. Before Christmas, though, you both agreed you were gonna do it for the new year.
Well, no.
I'm sure one of the prerequisites was you were gonna design each other's profiles.
Yeah, that was saying it, because he said, oh yeah, we should do it. And to be honest, I thought, yeah, I'll help him along a bit. I'll go on it with him. I mean, I'm not sick. To be honest, I'm happy being single. But he was going, oh yeah, we should do it. So I thought, well, I'll give him a bit of incentive, because he's a little bit older than me. I thought, well, we'll get him matched up. I want him to be happy. I want him to find someone nice. Everyone does, don't they? So I thought, oh, I'll go on it, and then I'll be on there with him, and whatever. I would never go on it anyway. But what he's done, he hasn't put his own one on. He's just gone and chucked mine on. And then he's using me as a guinea pig, going, oh, if he gets any hits, I might get a few hits. Now, I don't know whether that's saying, even if he gets hits, I'm bound to get hits. I don't know if that's how he's thinking, I don't know what he's put. I don't really want to look at it. I'm a little bit scared about what he's put. Probably and a lanky weirdo, I want a girlfriend, blah, 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 whatever like that. I don't really want to see what he's put, but I'm going around the place on Friday, so I'll have a look at it then. I'm not holding it much there.
You sure you don't want to look at it now, whilst we're here?
No, not particularly. Have you boys seen it, have you?
Yeah, too right.
It's the first thing I'm doing when I got home.
Oh my god. Is it bad?
It's not terrible.
Right, so that's bad. Right, okay.
It's different.
What do you mean different?
It's just, it's not necessarily how I'd picture it, but then...
I mean, I guess it's trying to, appeal to a niche market, a very niche market.
What niche is that?
Women who like you, that's a pretty niche market.
Well, sure. Is he going there going all like gangster speak or something like that?
There's nothing on there about your alleged heroin addiction, so I suppose that's something.
Right, okay. So there's no drugs on there. Yeah, but I'm not. But the thing is, he's going to pretend to be me, and he's going to talk to these women, which is even weirder for them, really. So when they say about there's freaks on dating sites, there is. There's people pretending to be other people. So so be careful. Because behind every good-looking skinny guy you see on a dating site, there's a chubby fat guy.
It's genius. Well, can I just put out? I'm not against dating sites. I know a few people that have met people through them, and they're all still happily ever after, and that. It's just not for me.
No, I don't think it's for me either. I'd rather meet someone in the street. I mean, I can go and talk to him, and I'm fine if I want to be. I mean, obviously, I don't think there's anyone at the moment that I'm interested in trying to chat at, so it's probably why I'm still single. But I don't mind doing it. I mean, Stu, you haven't used one of these sites, have you?
No, never. Me and Jen met out when we were clubbing through a mutual friend.
There you go.
I like the best part that she didn't like you.
No, she hated me.
Must have been the charm.
It must have been the charm. I laid it on thick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your chat up line?
How about we tell the truth here?
How about it wasn't really a chat up line?
How
Was
about
it?
you asked me out about 8 times and I said no?
Yeah, I did indeed ask her out about 8 times and she said no. Persistence is the key, chaps.
8 times, that's quite...
How long period was this over? Was it like 10 minutes?
This was over maybe a 10-month period.
Really?
Yeah.
So every few weeks you're like, hey baby love, want to go out sometime? And she was like, no. And then she was like, look, the Richard Blackwood routine's starting to wear thin. And you're like, let's just do this, baby love. And then she's like, done.
To be fair, she kind of did start letting her guard down around the 5th time, I'd reckon. We went out for a couple of dates, went out for a couple of drinks. She invited her friends along, but I made sure I dropped off her friends first, and then had to, got a sneaky kiss in the car.
Oh, clever.
Player.
Smooth.
I know, right? I mean, she thought so, obviously.
Yeah, how long have you been going out now?
It'll be 6 years in March.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about engagement yet.
Not yet.
She's nodding at me. Fuck.
I'm thinking about it.
Word of warning, Stu.
Yeah.
Always fucking ring back. It's the worst mistake I did.
I mean, yeah. I kind of see why, to be honest. I'd probably always ask for it back.
But yeah, so I don't really know where we can go on this, really. I mean, I suppose dating, it's all about the game, isn't it? All about how long you wait until you text them back and stuff like that, and what do you say, and try and be cool.
I mean, and talking about the game of dating, Take Me Out. Now that, to me, that's a massive guilty pleasure of mine. I love watching that show.
I've I've heard of it, but I've no idea what it's about.
It is literally mine and Jem's biggest guilty pleasure.
It is the worst thing on telly.
It is. Agreed.
If you think that internet dating is shallow, this is even more shallow than internet dating.
Yeah.
Right? Bloke walks on the street, walks onto the stage, right? They haven't seen him before. He might be doing a dance onto the stage. I don't know. He's probably feeling a bit uncomfortable standing in front of, 20-odd women, right?
20 women, yeah.
Yeah. So before he's opened his mouth, in front of him, they can press a button to say, not interested. It's not like just a quiet one. It's like, out, right? And then it shows who's gone, no chance, right? So he walks out, half of them go, so you're thinking, I haven't even spoke yet, right? He might go, then they start talking. At any point when they're talking, they can just go, you're boring me, right? So there's 20 women doing that, right? Which you think, fair enough. I mean, some will want to do it and stuff like that. But then they do some kind of special skill or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, if they're a singer or dance or something like that, they do that. They beat through that, right? And then at the end, right, if there's a couple of women left, the bloke then chooses which one he wants to go on a date with. And it's normally like somewhere sunny and holiday or whatever like that. They get a holiday out of it. But I've seen them there where the bloke hasn't got any lights left at the end. And then they do like, and it's the most uncomfortable show ever. And then they're there thinking, I've thought this, all these girls, and I'm not talking about 20 Playboy bunnies here, I'm talking the whole spectrum, right? I mean, you can't get a date out of this whole spectrum, you know. Jesus, that would knock your confidence, you know. I don't know where you go from there, really. It is awful. After I watched it, and someone didn't do it, like trying to get through or get at least one date, right? And then there was one I saw where there was one woman left at the end. In the interview after, she goes, I forgot to turn my light off. Oh, and then there's a date. In the interview with the marshal, she goes, I didn't realise I still had my light on. Well, you know, it's awful. I don't know what shoe season it, to be honest.
It sounds like a brutal version of Blind Date.
It really is.
It sounds amazing, to be honest.
I mean, what do you see in it, Stu? It's so cringeworthy.
I just think it's absolutely brilliant because you just see all of the desperate women there. Just going, oh my god, I totally want him for a date. And then like the next bloke coming, oh my god, no, I totally want him for a date. And it's just like, this is the best thing in the world. Ever.
There is some girls that never turn the light off. Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Maybe we should sign you up, Harry.
Oh, I'd love to sign him up. I'd pay.
I wouldn't do it.
I'd absolutely pay to see him on it.
What if we got a petition?
I don't care. You can write as many names down on a petition as you like. I'm not going on that programme. No chance.
How many names would it take?
I'm not even saying a number because you'll try and get it.
Oh,
you'll make it. Why don't you go on it, Aaron, if you like it so much?
He's never seen it.
I've never seen it. You're really betting into it, so I think it would be great if you went on it.
They wouldn't let me. No, I couldn't do it. It's not the fact that I'm not saying I would do it, so at least I got someone. But then you're going on there. I mean, it's ridiculous, really. They go on holiday. They're not there for a date. They're there for a holiday, really.
I mean, you get to meet Paddy McGuinness as well.
Just bonus.
And then he says all these stupid catchphrases.
Yeah, no likey, no lighty. You know that's amazing.
And it's like, I'm going to bring the burger to the buns. And just all these weird ones. It's just so cringe. It's the epitome of dumbed down telly. It's where society's got to, where it's just that. It's just a freak show.
Genuinely, Aaron, after this podcast, I implore you to go and watch it on ITV Player. I implore you to.
Now, if you think it's the lowest common denominator in society, surely, maybe if you went on there, made an appearance, and you pointed that out, Maybe do it ironically. Think of the publicity for the podcast.
Right, okay.
Yeah,
Well, go on.
you could get me and Aaron to, like, you know, be your wingman.
Yeah, but I'm going to go on there, right? I'm trying to call, and then at some point I say, actually, this show's a load of crap. Also, I do a podcast where I work with an idiot, and I'm meant to be the idiot. I don't think that's going to pull many women, to be honest. I don't think they're going to go, Jesus, I like this out of him. I'm having him. I'm keeping my light on. There'll be a lot. It'll be like boom, 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 or whatever it goes like, you know. And then all of a sudden, no lights, and I'll have a cuddle off Paddy McGuinness. And if I wasn't depressed enough, I would be after that. It'd be like the Smash song, you know. I'd be going home on my own, going in the corner, feel like dying, you know. Jesus. But yeah, that show is awful. All dating show. Like dating in the dark. Oh, you haven't been successful in the light. Let's put you in a room in the dark. See how you go.
But that show is funny.
It's
when they turn the light on. It's when they turn the light on, you see like the face, and they're like, oh my god, what have I done?
Okay, well, why did they put them in the dark in the first place? There's obviously a reason, you know. Where they are. It's all about personality. It's not all about personality. Like you're saying about what Billy's like. Of course it's going to be unlit. That's your first thing, you know. It's all about you try and do it. Okay, if you can get to know someone first and stuff like that, sometimes it works. But there's got to be a spark there. It can't just be on personality and dating in the dark is a load of rubbish. All of them. I mean, even Blind Date, that was corny as hell. I don't know how that went on for so long. Yeah, so just meet someone. I mean, meeting people at work is a bad idea, especially if you work with them. I've seen that happen, and it just gets awkward. And then you have to choose to pick sides. And, you know when they've had an argument, they come in, like, brings the atmosphere down. Feel depressed. You feel like you're in the argument. You feel like you're in the couple, and it's awful. So try and avoid that. Just meet people, get out there, you know, try different things.
And in fact, on the note of office romance, that kind of brings us to our song. So this week we have "Girl in the Office" by the Aaron Roberts Experience. See you after this.
Girl in the office, how can I tell you that you're well fit? It can be a problem on occasion when I see you walk on by, and all I wanna do is come up to you and say hi. Oh girl in the office, how can I ever make myself come up to you when you don't work in my office? Oh no 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 no. You don't work in my office. You work in another part of the building, and I don't know where that might be. Could you be in block A or block B or even block C? Could you be on floors 1 or 2 or possibly even floor 3? If you work upstairs from time to time, where there may be a chance you see the sunshine, but the sunshine isn't anywhere near the sunshine that fulfills in my eyes when I see you from time to time. When you look at me and I smile, there's something you might smile back, and I feel I might have a heart attack. Oh girl in the office, I don't even know your name, but I know if I can find out part of it, I might be able to find you by stalking you on the internal web, thing and seeing where you might sit, and I might know where you might work and whether it's in block A or block C or block even block B. Then maybe I can establish if you're on floor 1 or floor 2 or even floor 3. Then maybe when I walk past, I can pray that you might notice me. notice me, then maybe I'll finally be able to come up to you and say hi. And if I'm really lucky, you'll look back at me and smile, and those cute eyes will come up and meet mine, and you might say, hi. And then maybe I'll go all funny like they do in the movies, and I might just die. Die, 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 die. Oh, girl in the office, just hoping you notice. And on the off chance you're listening to me, singing these songs about you and me, then by all means you can just feel free to come up to me and say bye. Bye 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 bye. Because my lyrical content is not a miracle concept when I sing a sad song about a girl I saw in my office. Oh, girl in the office. And after all these shenanigans and thoughts put down on paper, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where you've been. Where you've been. So maybe before we do this thing, maybe we should go to the clinic. Oh, girl in the office. Maybe we should go to the clinic. Oh, girl in the office.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of people skip it, especially on kind of YouTube. You could skip forward. I mean, I would imagine that. But if you think that is the biggest pile of shit you've ever heard, like this video. That will get us a few likes on the video. So. Yeah, like it. Aaron, what did you think of it?
I think that's the best song I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay. Stu?
To be honest, I have found myself singing along to it at some point in my life. Dark times, but times nonetheless.
You know, and the guy who wrote it's a genius. Lyrical genius.
Really?
I mean, you should hear his cheese song about cheese.
I've got it on good authority, very good authority, that the cheese song was improvised start to finish. There was no planning involved. Boom.
I think it shows, to be honest.
You can't just get talent like that. It's born. It can't be developed.
So yeah, so it's quote of the week, isn't it, I think?
Quote of the week from Aaron this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go for it, Aaron. Hit us with it.
My quote of the week this week is a shout out to my good friend Jay Crutch, aka Failhawk. And the quote of the week for this week is, "Or shucky ducky, quack quack."
What? Genuinely, what? Go on.
Yeah, the phrase "or shucky ducky, quack quack" is generally used when one spies a rather attractive member of the same or opposite sex. So, you know, where it floats your boat, you look at that, you go, "Ooh, shucky ducky, quack quack."
Genuine, I have literally lost all faith in humanity.
That quote stems from a man whose quotes and quips inspire me in my daily life, Mr. Booker T.
Is he still going?
He's an announcer nowadays, but can you dig that sucker?
Right, okay.
But then we have another quote of the week as well.
We did have a late arrival for quote of the week. Big old shout out to Alex, whose wife looked up at the night sky and pointed out the moon and said, "Look, it's like it's in space or something." If I remember the quote correctly.
It was something like that, wasn't it? It was, that looks like outer space or something like that, wasn't it? It looks like it's from outer space.
Yeah, that was it.
And, well, Alex, it is in outer space. I was a little bit embarrassed by that. But thanks for Alex for sharing that with us. I'm sure his wife appreciates that. Thank you very much.
Shout out, thank you for the quote of the week. And Harry, on to your moron of the week. Who is your moron of the week this week? And I think we've just mentioned him, to be honest.
Yeah, I think we have. But Aaron, do you want to do the jingle? I know it's your favourite part of the podcast. Yes. Moron of the week. I think if anyone reads the papers, and I don't know what demographic people listen to this podcast are, but if you read the papers, you will see that Anthony Worrel-Thompson nicking from Tesco's, nicking wine and cheese from Tesco's. Now, to be honest, I would have probably included him in a podcast in the near future, because like a list, I've got a list of people that really annoy me, and he's up there. I mean, we've already spoken about Piers Morgan. I think he's a moron. Anthony Worrel-Thompson, I think, could be on par with Piers Morgan. He is the most obnoxious, weird, angry, little no-neck weirdo. I mean, I don't know why he's on TV. Not endearing at all. No one likes him, you know. The only reason he's on TV is because he looks weird, which is fair enough. Get a weirdo on, all have a good laugh and cook and stuff like that. But he didn't realise he was on there because he looks weird. He thinks he's on there because he's a good cook. And so they checked him on telly, right? It was weird. I was thinking about this when he was on there. It's like in the 90s, all of a sudden they went, right, in the 80s we had people like Jim Bowen, people who you could kind of communicate with, like, on a level, say, yeah, he's a nice Bowen, I really like him. In the 90s they thought, well, we've done them nicely, let's get people on people ain't. So, Chris Evans, Johnny Vaughan, Jamie Theakston, chuck them all on, you know, people don't like him, chuck them on, annoy people. And I think Anthony Worrel-Thompson in that, which they went, right, he'll annoy people, let's get him on. They're checking on this TV show. I mean, they my mother that only watched it anyway. I don't know why I ever saw them, to be honest. I think Ready Steady Chip was on at 5 o'clock once, and I saw him on there. His stupid voice annoys me. And so what he's done now, I think I was reading today, all his restaurants went into administration. He's come down to Tesco's, tried to nick something, and so this is another thing. I knew as soon as they call him, he's come out, I need help. No, you got caught, mate. You don't need help. Tried to get nick something from Tesco's. Going through the self-service. We've all thought about it. So we're decent people. We said, no, I'm going to pay for my goods. He thought, I'm not paying for this. I'm too famous, rather. They won't stop me. I'm all this. Security guard, get in there, get that leprechaun off. Search him, you know. Where he hid it, he's only about 4 foot, you know, he must have been bulging, you know, but he just annoys me. He's one of those that annoys me.
What did he steal? Do we know what he stole?
He stole some wine and some cheese, didn't he? Oh yeah, that's pretentious as well. It's not like a loaf of bread. You can't, I mean, if you went in and you go, oh, I'm nicking this, I mean, it's the old dilemma, isn't it? It's like ethic, like, would you nick a loaf of bread to feed your family? You know, that's fair enough. You could just say, you went in there, oh, nice bottle of wine and some fancy cheese. You know, even that annoys me. If you're going to nick anything, nick bread. Don't nick cheese and wine. That is just... yeah, so, just, I mean, I don't really like many cooks. They're all kind of counting out their own thing. I mean, he's fine. I mean, he whinges about fat kids in America. Let him do that. If he wants to have a cry over them, that's fair enough. You know, I don't need to watch the program, but he shove it down my face. Gordon Ramsay, he's a sweary one, blah, 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 blah. Fair enough. But there's other cuts that I really can't. I mean, Garry Rhodes, how the hell did he's another one that just, they put him on to annoy people. He's there. I mean, if someone, if the only reason, I mean, he's kept the same hairstyle, I mean, it's very rarely I get a hairstyle go, that really irritates me, but that hair really irritates me. And he's kept it for so long, because he knows if he changes it, no one would know who the fuck he is. But he thinks, right, I'm going to keep my hair sticking up on end. I don't know if he thinks I look good, or I can do this because I'm a chef and blah, 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 blah. It just annoys me. Every time I see him on the telly, I've got to turn it over. I mean, thank God he's not on telly anymore. People soon realise and stuff like that. It just annoys me. And Anthony Worrel-Thompson just annoys me. I mean, he hasn't got a neck. That's weird in itself.
Of course he's got a neck. It's probably going to be really small, but of course he's got a neck.
I don't know. He just, there's bobblehead and stuff like that. I mean, he annoys me. Garry Rhodes annoys me.
As a quick kind of claim to fame moment here, I don't really want to claim it though. Garry Rhodes was actually trained by my reception teacher's husband. There you go.
Is he a chef?
He was a chef, yes.
I just thought that was obvious.
I know, he could have been a twat. He was teaching him to be a twat. I don't know. Cause,
Really? Really?
I've never seen him go, I don't watch that many cookery shows, to be fair, but when I've seen him on and stuff like that, he's not a proper cook, you know? Oh, he just annoys me.
I mean, when we talk about TV chefs as well, I mean, we need to have a moment of silence here for Nigella Lawson.
Yeah, she's fair enough. Girl with bangers on the telly, yeah, brilliant. Sex, yeah, sex sells. Sex and food, you know. Pretty much Spencer, you know. Maybe you finish watching an advert with a Spenny, don't you? After Marks and Spencer's advert nowadays, because there's a woman there like dripping goose fat over her tits. But yeah, Nigella Lawson, yeah, fair enough. She's got her own spin on it. Pairing apps, everything relation to big sausages and stuff like that. Fair enough, you know. I don't know what he brought to it. Even on a little show like Ready Steady Cook, he annoyed me. I mean, Ainsley Harriott, fine. You know, he was a bit of a coach and stuff like that, with like firebands and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure he annoyed some people, but he didn't annoy me. He was fine. The other chefs, fine. Him, what a tit. And now he's coming out saying he needs our help. I'll tell you what, I'll just go, no, we're not helping you, you're a tit. But yeah, so he's my moron of the week. So, sorry if I went on a bit of a rant, but I'm glad it's come up, you know. Because I've wanted to moan about it for so long, and he hasn't been on telly for 20 years. But, you know, now he's in the news for this. I mean, I don't know why it's front page news, you know. I would expect it more to be, you know, like those Sun facts, you know, like on the little bit on the Sun fact, Anthony Worrel-Thompson, Nick's cheese and wine, you know. That's how important he is to me, or is to the nation. He's a little bit, not a front page. I think it's just because he looks weird and people hate him, that's why he's front page. But yeah, so I thought Aaron probably follows him on Twitter, so I'm sure he can fill us in.
I don't follow Anthony Worrel-Thompson on Twitter, I'm afraid.
But yeah.
That's kind of a shame, actually. I mean, I'd probably expect you to.
Yeah, I mean, that's another reason. I reckon, I mean, he's another one. Probably the reason he wanted to become famous is to get laid, because no one in their right mind would sleep with him, would they? He'd have to be. I mean, he would be when you skip on dating, you know? And he'd be right. Miserable. Oh, okay. Anyway, moaned about him enough. He's gone now. I've got that out of my system. All I'm waiting for is Anthony Turner to do something wrong. Richard Johnson. Who else annoys me? Chris Evans.
What about the Pope? Does the Pope annoy you?
Not the new one. He's alright. All the
Well,
old.
it's just I just seen an address he made earlier today, and the headline is "Gay marriage is a threat to humanity."
Well, it is, isn't it?
It's not though, is it? Really?
If everyone started having gay marriages, there would be no kids born.
To be honest, it's only going to be a small percentile of marriages that are gay rather than, straight hetero marriages.
Yeah, but he was taking out of context. If he went, maybe he goes, if everyone gets gay married, it's a threat to humanity. He might have been having this kind of people might think, oh, I've got nothing against gay marriage, personally, but, I don't know him enough. I mean, he done that visit, didn't he? I mean, you're treading on thin ice, really, with all the Catholics in the and gay,
Just all those religious types.
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's still cover-ups going on and stuff like that, so...
And all the make-believe.
Yeah, I mean, the old choir master and stuff like that, isn't it? You hear these stories and they come up with woodwork and, it seems all a bit corrupt, but then you can say that all about religion, but that's a bit heavy, really. But yeah, nothing against the Pope. Just trying to think out. I think that's about it that annoys me. But yeah, on the par with the Amphiatona, she annoys me. But yeah, for another day, isn't it?
This is the most eclectic list of people that annoy you I've ever heard.
I mean, I'm normally quite a chilled guy. I don't know if these podcasts come across like that. Yeah, they think, oh, what a moaning old git. But normally I'm quite laid back. I don't get stressed very rarely. I'm quite laid back. I let a lot of things go in my head. But banter, don't mind it at all. But there's just a few people in the world that I wish I'd never seen. And Anthony Worrel-Thompson is one of them. Really. Garry Rhodes, Piers Morgan. But yeah, so that's number one of the week.
And talking about laid-back people, I'd just like to give a shout-out to Joe. He knows who he is. Congratulations on his baby.
Yeah, congrats, Joe.
Congrats, Simples.
Well done. This is getting very personal, this podcast, isn't it?
It is, kind of.
He's, I don't know, Saeed in Afghanistan going to think, oh, well done, Joe. Anyone could be listening to this.
That's fine.
Well,
we'd like to give
if
a shout-out
anybody
to our
wants
mate.
a shout-out, yeah, if anybody wants a shout-out, let me know. I'll big up the Massive and Brap Selector. Massive boys.
I mean, so how's it looking on Twitter? Are we going at the rankings?
You have ranks on Twitter now?
Well, like, how many followers? There must be, like, people being ranked.
I think you're the only person that posts on there. I'm not logged in for forever.
Let's have a look. I'm going on now.
Right.
There it is. This little picture. Oh, there's 8 followers. Oh, we've got 8 followers.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Oh, aren't we feeling just that little bit special now?
Does anybody know Scott Bell?
I don't know Scott Bell.
Shout out to Scott Bell. He follows us on Twitter. I don't know who he is.
Hi, Scott. Glad you could join it.
Yes.
The start of a revolution. This is going. In the years to come, you'll look back at the third podcast and you'll go, I've got a shout out from those guys. Look at where they are now. We'll be able to show where are they now. I'll probably be dead of a drug overdose. He would have a mental breakdown. And Aaron has gone into the porn industry, like Screech from Saved by the Bell. So I think that's where we will be. Maybe we back this podcast, see how we're doing in 10 years' time. But yeah, so shout out to Scott Bell. You've made a good choice in following us on Twitter. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. If you've got any, maybe that's why you have it. That's why you're on Twitter all the time, following.
You can't abuse our only follower that we don't know.
I don't know. Tell your friends then. I'm sure you've got friends.
You
tell your friends.
moron. I move. Moron of the week is now Harry's for abusing our one and only follower that we don't know.
No, fair play to you, Scott. Thanks for following us. And like I said, if you got mates, come on. I mean, I've always had a rant about Twitter. I don't want to go on it about it yet. But yeah, and anyone you listen on YouTube as well, thanks for watching. I think our videos are around the 100 mark each now, each of them. So keep listening. Go back. You know, you might miss something in the first run through. They're 50 minutes long. Go back, enjoy it again. You know, that'll put my view count up. It'll get us to the top. And you know, I look on YouTube. YouTube annoys me. I'm going along. I know this is good quality stuff here. The next video, I know, it's a woman with like a bloke miming to Mariah Carey, and then he's got like 400,000 views.
Is that Touch My Barra?
God knows. I don't know, but
the guy who sings the wrong lyrics to Mariah Carey.
That's brilliant.
Don't laugh. It's rubbish. How is he getting 400,000 views?
Because it's funny. People like self-deprecating humour.
But it just seems like, you know, you don't have to be famous nowadays. You don't have to do anything. It's weird. I don't get it. I don't get this. You don't have to put in any hard work. You don't have to do it. You have to go on a stupid, you know. Look at that woman sitting on a toilet singing, sitting on a toilet. She's like world famous now for sitting on a toilet. It's ridiculous. It's weird. For a long time I thought it was a bloke. YouTube had to tell me it was a woman. But yeah, if you're listening on YouTube, welcome. Subscribe, comment, like, you know, all the rest of it. We've had 2 likes on the previous video and maybe 3 likes. And I've got to be honest, 2 of those likes from me and Aaron. So yeah. Subscribe again. I think we've got 3 subscribers again. 2 of them are me and Aaron. Shout out to Jace. And a thank you to Jace because he managed to get Aaron online because Aaron was pissing around eating or something. So shout out to Jace because I said I would. I'm #1 fan. And Scott, I don't know how, if Scott likes us or not, he even looks at our videos, I don't know, but Scott, you can be #2 fan until we hear from you. Send in a tweet. That's more than Jace has done, so you'll become #1 fan.
And if anyone else wants to tweet us, remember it's @workwithanidiot. Also, our Hotmail or email address is iwwai@hotmail.co.uk.
Nicely done.
Right then.
So, and yes, with that, I think we are going to end here on a high note of Harry just being a moron.
Well, not quite.
Abusing people that we don't know. It's a little bit harsh.
I'm not. How did I abuse him?
You said he had no friends because he was on Twitter.
Well, he knows that what I think about Twitter. I mean, I'm on Twitter. I don't know. I might follow him as a kind of apology. I'll follow you, mate. I don't ever go on Twitter. I only go on Twitter to say that we're doing a podcast. And I occasionally go on there, but every time I go on there, bloody Aaron's spouting crap. So I get bored of reading it. And it's normally some dog dressed in a tie at a computer and he's laughing at it.
That was funny. That was probably the funniest picture I've seen all week. The look in his eyes as if he doesn't know what he's doing and the big grin, and he's wearing a tie. It's amazing.
The simple things.
You might have to find that picture out, Harry, and to be honest, to put on the YouTube video.
That will get us a lot of views.
That will get us a lot of views.
You want that as the image? I'll put that in the image. I'll put it in the video as well. Yeah. I'll put it while this. Oh no, I'll put it in this bit. I'll flash it. This is the picture.
But likewise, keep an eye on the Twitter feed because we do need to get an actual website so we can actually upload files so you can download them and not just watch them on YouTube.
Yeah. Anyway, they don't want to hear about this. They've had enough of their film. They've had enough of us. Too much, and they'll lose interest. So let's leave it at a high.